Whoa. So my belly hurts. I was thinking in my old age I've become lactose intolerant, and then I realized I've been drinking my coffee with 3-week-old coffee creamer, and I think maybe that's what it is. Bah! Woo! Woo! Hi there, Bastion here. We need to talk. I know that sounds bad, but it's not. I have been procrastinating hardcore because I just got back from my vacation thing on Monday and I'm still feeling bleh. I keep looking outside because there's this little dog that lives 2 doors down and it is adorable and it keeps sneaking out of its yard and sneaking into our yard. And I'm just gonna steal it. That's all there is to it. My belly! Help! I have talked about this before in a video and cut it out entirely. It was long-winded and didn't go with the video, so I've decided to just make it entirely its own video because this is an interesting thing. And also, maybe this will just be like a vlog because I have a lot of cleaning to do. When I got back, this place was a wreck. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while because I want to give people inspiration. I want my channel to be not necessarily inspiration because like, oh wow, Bastion is an amazing artist. Please no. I am not. I am a jack of all trades. I am okay at a lot of things. I want to give people inspiration to do their own things. And it's okay if you mess up doing it because you're learning, you're practicing, you're doing your thing, and having fun while you're doing it. Because you can screw something up completely and still have a lot of fun doing it. You still like your results. As shown here. I like this, but it's screwed up. Bullet journaling. Bullet journaling, I feel like was a lot bigger of a thing at least a few years ago. I don't feel like I see as much about it now as I used to. Like I used to be on big bullet journal TikTok and stuff. So I wanted to start my own bullet journal because I heard that it is a good idea at the end of your day to like write down, not like an entire journal entry, but just like a snippet of what you did during your day. And I started that in 2019. Well, I kind of started that in 2019. I actually bought all of these. I think this is all the ones that I got. I bought all of these when they were on sale at Michael's, intending to use them all as a bullet journal throughout the year. And I actually followed through. I have been bullet journaling every single day since 2019. I'm not sure when in 2019. But as you can see, these are rather thick. These are chunkers. My intention was just to write every day, kind of use it as a daily journal and like a long journal and a dream journal. And then I started also using it as a junk journal, which works very well. I got some art in this first one here. But I started with doing the month spread, and then I would do a bunch of stuff on each day. How much water do you drink? Did you work out? Did you eat what you wanted to eat? Did you brush your teeth when you were supposed to? Because we all know from a month or so ago that I clearly have some teeth issues going on. I put like a shopping list and a things to do section and all that kind of stuff. Then I started sticking other things in it and using it as a junk journal. I put all my cards in here that I get from people. So in July 2019, look at this spread. Look how cute that is. I started my actual layout that I still use now, which is every day, just have a square and write down what you did during the day. Not only is it good to keep track of things that you have to do, because when you go in and you look at a day, you're gonna see the next day and if you have anything written down that you have to do. So it's a good calendar, right? Because like, what was I doing in 2019 on July 27th, which was a Saturday? Of course, writing down my bedtimes because I'm terrible at having any sort of sleep hygiene. Let's see, apparently I had a headache this day. Apparently I finished the best book I've ever bound so far. See, that's interesting. That's just an interesting thing to know from 4 years ago. In 2020, I don't know why I started doing stickers, but I just kind of stick stickers on the outside of each one. But in 2020 was when I really embraced the writing every day and a mood tracker. The first chunk of my journal is always my dailies. I will separate month by putting washi tape on the end of it. I don't know if you could see that very well. Put washi tape on each month. I did do mood trackers for each month. I stopped doing that. I just do it for the entire year on one page now. Look at this one. How cute is that? And then I'll save the back for anything else that I want to keep track of. Usually it's just a junk journal. Leftover things from when my daughter was little. Sketches, things that are pretty. Last year was when I guess I kind of started going crazy with my junk journal because this one is very full. So what I like to do is save washi tape things, ticket stubs, random pieces of packaging that I think is cute. Things from when I was little. Look at this. I wrote that when I was like in 3rd grade. Oh my goodness. My best friend Jennifer, hair. I put brownish and then I crossed it out and put blonde. Eyes green. Clothes, girly-ish and boyish. Her ears are medium, her nose is small, and she has no freckles. Well, why? Oh, my boyfriend. About 20 or so freckles. It's fun to look back on this stuff. Oh my goodness. Picture my daughter drew. That's a baby. So basically what I'm trying to say with the bullet journal thing is you don't have to make it pretty. It just has to be useful for you in your specific way that you want to do things. If you want to keep track of how many times you brush your teeth, by golly, put that in there. What works for me now is just daily journal, and the end, junk journal. But when I started out, I thought that it was going to be a fancy thing. So I did all the little fancy things and made it look like there was pins and things and stuff, and I got 3 pages in and I was done. Forever and ever and ever ago, probably 2016, with this. This was my first ever junk journal that I used. I stole this book from my brother. Sorry, Eddie. I like having things hanging out of my journals. Do other people do that? This has just a butt ton of old stuff. Like this is like an original Lisa Frank sticker. This card was one of my favorite cards that somebody gave me in high school. I like putting little pockets in my junk journal so that I can put things in that like have 2 sides to them. I love this Garfield comic, and I was holding on to that from when I was like 11 years old. Old pictures of like friends and family. I've had this since I was like 10. Pieces of a moth. So yeah, if you've been thinking about keeping a journal, but it seems too daunting of a task, do a once a day little blurb. It makes things easier and actually makes you want to write more, because I find a lot of times I'll write something down that happened today and then it'll make me want to write in my like actual big journal. I have like 50 of these notebooks that I keep buying when they have the back to school sales. These are my journals. This one lasted July 2021 to October 2022. And I'll just write a few pages every few days. A lot of times when I write in my daily journal, I'll write something down and think, I would like to expand on that because it is in my brain and I would like to get it out of my brain. You hear people say it all the time, but I will just reiterate, is that the word? That is a very good thing to do because it gets it out of your brain. And it really does. You wouldn't think that just writing it down would get it out of your brain, but it's like therapy when you don't actually have a therapist. I have loved this process. This, I think, has done wonders for me. You know, some of my hardest days are written down in these books. And while it may give me anxiety to go back and read some of the blurbs from those days, they're there, and I can look back on them if I want to later when things don't seem as close, if that makes sense. My belly hurts so bad. I have so much nose hair. Hello? Cut that. Not out of the video. I mean, cut that out of my nose.